Hello YouTube, I'm Jelly, and today we're gonna be checking out how this VTuber is bullying horrendously backfired overnight by Mujin. I love this guy. I always watch his videos, so I'm really happy that I get to react to one of his videos that just came out like 3 days ago. Again, I'm gonna say you guys to check out the original creator. I'm gonna link the video and his channel in my in the description below later. Without further ado, let's get to this video. Let's go. What crazy shit did the VTuber community do again?
By now, I'm sure that you're familiar with the fact that VTubers come in many different shapes and sizes. But even so, most of them are united by having one thing in common. And that's the fact that their designs are based on what an anime character would look like.
Yeah.
This has been the norm for years now. But speaking of anime, with its many varied styles and themes, there is one recurring topic that always comes up. The fact that so many anime characters somehow end up looking exactly the same.
Wait, bro, the resemblance is uncanny.
Inspiration. Others might argue that because anime styles are so simple, it's inevitable that you'd have two characters kind of looking the same. Regardless what the reason might be, people notice these things very quickly. And seeing that VTubing has absolutely exploded since 2018, going from having 1,000 active VTubers to 10,000 by January 2020.
Wait, that's a lot. 10,000?
And
that's only 2020. So that's like 5 years ago. If you think about 2025 and like there's a lot more people, but 10,000, I'm reckoning maybe like over 25,000. Maybe over 30,000.
Reaching over 50,000 active VTubers live streaming on both Twitch and YouTube in 2023, this meant that just like anime, you'd start seeing the inevitable rise of VTubers that
looking the same,
look similar.
Copycats.
These comparisons would start being a common occurrence and would create drama
copying,
more often
plagiarism,
than
and
once.
stealing.
But here's the
community.
thing: no matter how big you are as a VTuber, no matter how much influence you have in the community, if you publicly call out someone for plagiarizing your design, for copying you without having very concrete proof, then you will always receive heavy backlash. More recently, we saw this happen with the apocalyptic Cinder drama, where she actively sought to sabotage another VTuber because
I'm so mad that like her character was the way it was, because like she was such a big indie VTuber, like one of the biggest indie VTubers out there. It's like, it's such a shame to see her go. Like, I also liked her a lot too. Like, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Her for copying both her design and personality when she literally started VTubing before her. It was ridiculous. But even though we had this incident and many others before it take place very similarly, it didn't stop this VTuber from doing the same exact thing. Bullying a smaller artist publicly for ridiculous claims of plagiarism, and within just the span of 24 hours losing all credibility in the community, to then eventually coming up with one of the worst apologies you can imagine. Guys, it's been a while since we spoke about stupid VTuber drama, but seeing how this made me roll my eyes multiple times as I was seeing it unfold, I thought we had to talk about it. So without further ado, let's do this. We all love looking at anime girl thighs. But how come no one is asking a very important question? Like, for example, what is their nutritional value? Well, I'll tell you, less than 1 carbohydrate, 0 sugar, and a way healthier and cheaper alternative to other piss-flavored energy drinks.
But I want to know how many people, I want to know how many streamers, not just VTubers, because again, VTubers are streamers in a way. Like, how many streamers actually either drink energy drink or Monster? I feel like they all drink that instead of like drinking water, and that's actually kind of crazy. Like, that shit is so unhealthy, but...
Yes, that's right. I'm talking about gamer subs. They literally have an anime girl thigh flavor. And if you use the code Mujin at checkout, you get 10% off your entire
Of course he has that, of course.
But don't worry, I know what you might
maybe
be
I'll get
thinking.
that, maybe I'll get
Mujin, I would love to taste anime girl thighs, but I have no idea if I'll like it. Well, here's the deal. You can add free flavor samples to your cart.
Damn,
now,
we have come a far way. Wait. We have come a far way? Yeah, that sounds right. We have come a far way. Why does that sound so wrong? In comparison to like before. Like, we get to taste anime We get to taste some thighs. Thighs, I mean. Thighs. Some thighs. That's crazy.
for shipping. But if you
That's
use the
crazy.
code Muujin, then Gamer Subs will
That's
literally
gonna be
pay
me.
for your shipping.
I'll
You'd
have
be
my own
paying
flavor.
nothing. Yes,
Wait
there
for
are
it.
actually no strings attached. I didn't even have to convince Gamer Subs to do this. They just did it because they felt sorry for me because I live in France. Every time you use my code, not only are you supporting me directly, but you increase the chance of us getting our own flavor. Anyway, the link will be in the pinned comment.
Get that
Let's
bag,
get back to the
Muujin.
video.
Get that
Alright,
bag.
so here's the deal. You ask any VTuber what the lifeblood of this industry is, and they'll probably reply with artists. Because it's the truth.
Artists and riggers. Those are like the backbones. Like without them, you can't do shit, okay? Without artists and without the riggers, you cannot do shit.
VTuber's entire identity and brand, I mean, their entire design is reliant fully on artists. But
No, that's
the
true, that's
harsh
true.
reality is that getting a VTuber model made from start to finish is quite the costly endeavor. Because the
That's why I got mine off of Etsy. I think it was Etsy. I got it for like very cheap too, like $20, $20 I don't know what it is in dollars, but I love her. She's so fun. She's so cute.
depending on the
But they're
complexity and
expensive
the
and hard
artist
to
you're
find. That's
hiring,
true.
it can easily cost thousands of dollars and
Yep.
take months, sometimes over a year, to be made. But seeing that there's so many people that want to become VTubers, this harsh reality ended up creating some unique solutions like pre-made models. These, for
That's where I got
example,
mine
are
from.
all
Maybe
ready
I
to
can find mine
use,
over here.
and their price is very affordable. The only caveat is that anyone can buy this and use it. You're not the exclusive owner. And similarly to this creative solution
Wait,
of
maybe I can find
pre-made
one.
models, another
Is mine gonna
unique
show up?
idea popped up. Adoption. It involves someone posting a concept of a VTuber that they created while asking for a particular price for it or saying you can offer the price that you think is right. This
Ooh, okay, that's
adoption
cool. I
method
didn't
can
know
have
that
many
existed.
different upsides. Some people don't like to conceptualize something from scratch and would rather use something really cool by another artist. This also would allow you to finish the concepting step and maybe save up money for the next steps without any pressure, without any time constraints. In fact, this concept that we just saw was drawn by Utanzi. She regularly posts different VTuber concepts and will put them up
Wait,
for
that look nice though. Look at that
adoption.
banner.
Now on August
Look at them
30th,
thighs.
Utanzi would do what she always does. She would post two different concepts, with the first one being a purple themed girl wearing alt clothing, and the second one being this demon girl. Up until this point, this was
Okay.
just another day for Utanzi, doing what she's always done. But that would of course be until it caught Melly's attention. A sizable
let's see
artist
other-
and
other
VTuber in the
clothes and
community.
design.
The next day, she would quote tweet Utanzi's post
these
and
kinda
say,
look like-
"Hey, that kind of looks like ...
How
Very
the-
directly implying that the Red Demon Girl concept of Utanzi was a direct copy of
How
her
the-
model, that she was being
Wait,
plagiarized.
I want to see her design. How does
Now,
she look
what
like?
I like about this is that we're still at the beginning of this incident, right? And the replies on this post already don't want anything to do with it. The most liked reply is, "Do not start this. Oh my fucking god, I am so tired of seeing people accuse artists of stealing designs. Can we please stop doing this?"
Bro.
Or this guy saying, "Delete
Delete this
this shit.
shit.
Your
Ooh.
concept and design is generic as fuck, and there's a plethora of artists that could follow your same logic and accuse you of..."
Boys being humbled before, like, bro, actually that's kind of like a warning sign, you know what I mean? Like, they're telling her, they're pissed because, like, again, it's an drama is an everyday occurrence in the VTuber community, but they're trying to be like nice about it and be like, kind of like swap it under the rug and be like, just delete this shit, you still have time to delete this shit. And pretty sure she didn't delete it, seeing the way that it's like kind of blown up and it's on Mugen's part, like, she did not listen. She did not listen.
stealing
So-
their design. But even though this was the community sentiment, Melly decided to double down, quote tweeting Utanzi's post again and saying,
Okay, but like, how are they the same? How are they the same? Just 'cause like she has horns and she's red. How the are they the same, bro? Like, how are they the same? Oh, she just wants drama. She probably just wanted the spotlight or some shit. This is crazy. How are they the same though? Like, I'm looking at it like pixel for pixel. Like, I'm going into every single How is it the same? Jesus Christ. Nah, she tripping.
"Of course, I don't own the concept of Red Demon Girl, but it's so on the nose, I can't turn away.
How?
The colors are similar, the pigtails, the broken horn on the exact side, the earrings, the torn wings, mismatched leggings, ribbons on the sleeves, the shoes.
Mm.
I'm just a bit sad. All right, so
How?
look,
Okay, look, side by side comparison. Please tell me this looks the same. Oh my, wait, so like you can't have broken what's it called? Broken horn. You can't be a demon girl. Your wings can't be, bro. It's not the same. Like, look at that shit, bro. She kind of pissing me off. How the is this the same? No, like, she
Melly
tripping.
was saying this was very on the nose, that everything
How?
from the smallest minute details were
How?
copying
Those are
her
two different
directly. So to
characters.
make things easier for you, I put both designs side by side. Mel claims that the wings are meant to be a copy of hers when they look literally nothing
Bro,
alike. She also
she
claims that the
tripping.
colors are exactly the same when
Okay, so so we claiming colors now. We claiming colors. Damn, damn. What next? We're gonna claim?
they're literally not. They're completely different. One is more on the pink side, one is more on the red
Bro,
side.
claiming colors is
She
crazy.
then goes on to say that the earrings are exactly the same when that could not be further from the truth. The
Why'd you
mismatched
say
leggings are the same when again
Where?
that could not be
Where?
further from
Bro,
the
she
reality.
tripping.
And my personal favorite, the broken horn on the exact side. Can someone please help me understand?
Bro, that's what I said. Look at that. Her horn is bro. It's not even. Is it like the left or right? Shit. Where's my left? No, that's my right. Like the right side of it is like broken, but like a little bit. Like I don't, bro. It's not bro. In comparison to like the left side, like more than half of that shit is gone. The other right side, like more than half of them is still intact. It's a little bit gone. How the shit pissing me
How
off.
this chipped horn is anything similar to this completely fucked up, torn out horn on the side of her head.
Oh my
Am
god.
I missing something here?
No,
The good
no.
news is, no, I'm not delusional because guess what? She got ratioed more than once on this post. With this illustrator saying, this behavior needs to stop.
Exact,
As a
bro.
character designer, I can confidently say they look nothing alike aside from the red theme
And
and
then broken
broken
horn.
horn. Mean girl behavior is ruining the space. Why don't you just make friends with people with similar designs? You know,
Right?
that's a
Like,
very
why? Like, they're not even the same. Like, if I do make my own, design, like VTuber design, and someone comes along the line and we're like similar, like we're similar. Trust, I'm putting tweening. We're tweening, so I can like like befriend her. I'm gonna be like, oh, we're tweening. We're tweening. What the fuck you mean? I'm gonna start beef? Beef with what? Beef with who? Like, for what? When we can be friends? Like that this doesn't make sense. Like, there's no reason to like. It's not even like it's like the reason why she wants beef. There's no reason. She just want to have beef. Like look. Like, there's no reason to have beef, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
good point. If she quote tweeted this design and said something along the lines of, oh my god, demon girls with horns, like you look so
yes,
cool or whatever, that would have
yes.
gotten so much positive traction.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, she's getting ratioed. Another person who ratioed her said, I'm gonna be honest here, fam, but aside from the hair and color palette, it's not that similar to be made into a call out post.
Mm-hmm.
People were not
Period.
having it, okay? These similarities that she was talking about, they just weren't there. What people were seeing, though, is a bigger creator calling out a smaller creator, sending harassment their way over something that couldn't be further from
That
the
is
truth. If she's claiming that this design
so
is
bad.
plagiarizing her, then she should also call out Iron Mouse's 2023 design, because she also has mismatched leggings, earrings, wings, and longer pigtails. I mean, the
Oh
only
my
thing missing
God.
is what? The red color and a
Oh my
broken
God.
horn. But even though she was definitely reaching with that public call out, it still made Utainzi feel forced to make a public statement about it. So she quote tweeted what Melly had said about her and said, I just want to share what inspired me. And I'm sorry if it turned out we were inspired by something similar. I adjusted some of the details you mentioned because creative
No, it's the fact that like she had to be the one to apologize, even though she had nothing, like she did nothing wrong in comparison to like the other one that's like claiming that the similarities of like both the characters, both the designs are like the similarities are like big, even though they're not. Like, I feel like the fact that like she had to apologize is just so not sitting right with me because like the only one that should actually apologize is that thing, her. That was like, yeah, well, the similarities are there. Like, you see that? That's similar. You copying from me, ho? You copying from me? Where?
Being original characters is very important to me. I hope you understand.
And then also like there's okay, like I feel like a lot of people take inspirations from a lot of things, like especially like Pinterest. You can see that she was mainly taking inspiration from like Pinterest posts, and maybe they just kind of like, again, like she said on here, like they probably just like got both inspired by the same thing, but like it's not. She didn't like. She got pissing me off.
So because of this, she was actually forced to publicly show the references that she used to come up with this concept. She also felt forced to change the concept itself and even
No.
apologized by saying, "I'm sorry if it turned out we were inspired
She
by
shouldn't have
something
apologized.
similar."
It should have been the
This
other girl.
post ended up getting a lot of interaction,
Oh
with
my
many people in the
God, I feel
replies
so
telling
sorry
you,
for her.
Tansy, to please not apologize because she did
Exactly,
nothing
she
wrong.
did nothing wrong.
She then replied to her post and said, "It makes me sad since this could have been resolved in
the end,
DMs.
yeah.
I even made a post about this."
That's one thing too. Like if she was actually, if it actually did bother her, I feel like you should have like reached out to the person privately, again through their DMs, instead of like publicly calling them out, because that's not a thing. Like that's not a mean girl behavior that I can't get behind, because like why would you publicly like call them out if you could have like handled it behind the scenes? You know what I mean? For me, it's just like she wants publicity, probably because she was not doing too well. I don't know the full story, but for me, it just feels like she just wants publicity. So I don't know.
Recently, I hadn't
I
seen
don't
that
like her.
design, and it's unfortunate this happened. Linking a post she had made just a couple of weeks ago saying, "Fun fact, there are millions of artists who design characters, and sometimes two people can create almost identical designs without ever seeing each other's work.
That's
The world
true.
is big, and ideas often overlap, so it is nice to remember this before thinking someone copied someone." It was now
Period.
evident Utenzi had done nothing wrong, and she also seemed like a very reasonable person. This could have been very easily solved privately, but instead it was made public in an attempt to discredit her. So seeing how this was made public and how much traction this post had gotten,
Bro,
the next tweet that
812,000
Melly
is
would
crazy.
make would be, "What the hell did I wake up to?" She had
You're on
called
the
out
minds.
Utenzi, tried
Melly,
to
you're on the
discredit her
minds.
publicly, was
That's what
completely
you
in
woke
the
up to.
wrong, went to sleep, and then woke up to immense backlash. Many of the
Hell
replies
yeah.
say you just woke up to the consequences
Of
of your
your
actions, but that didn't mean in any way that it wasn't still
Period. There's
salvageable. By this
consequences.
point, she could have still recovered everything
Wow.
if she just apologized. It could have ended right here.
Did she double
So
down?
Did she actually take a step back, take accountability, and avoid any more needless drama? Of course not.
We're
This
talking
is
about a
VTuber
VTuber
drama.
community.
It
There
never
we go.
ends on a good note.
She doubled down
decided
for sure.
to triple down and would make this very stupid tweet saying, "Never have I said I own the concept of a red demon girl with pigtails. What the
That was what you were implying, though. That was exactly what you were implying, though.
frig?" The similarities to my own design merely made me baffled and saddened because no matter how different it was adjusted, it very much felt the same. I won't be gaslit into thinking anything else.
No, the thing is, I feel like she's gaslighting herself so bad. Like she herself believes it. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? They're similar. Bitch, we put them photos like side by side. There was no similarity. Like a little bit, but like, oh my God, bro, she be tripping. She must be on something. I swear to God.
Of course, there's no such thing as a good VTuber drama without community notes, and that's exactly what ended up happening on this post.
Oh, I wanna
The
know what
note
they said.
said, "Melly claims that Utenzi made her design too similar to her. When the wings, boots, bottoms, shirt, skin, horns, and no marks on the skin are so different. Utenzi provided inspiration in her drawing that doesn't even involve Melly." Linking the post we already saw of Utenzi showing her references. Now look, I know what you're thinking. This already looks really bad. But at this point, Melly is just the gift that keeps on giving, because look at this catastrophic
What'd you say?
reply
What'd you say?
to this
But
post.
also, I hate the word "it should have been kept private" because I don't know what this person. I don't want to know this person. They made me feel uncomfy. I don't want to message them. Period. But girl, you're making us feel uncomfortable. Like you're 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 just making unnecessary drama that could have been like avoided if you just, if it, again, if it actually mattered to you, you could have like DM'd her privately, because that's what normal people do. But no, I mean, girl, you must be wired differently, because like you go in public and you were so sure, like the fact that you were so sure that the two designs were similar, after having those two designs side by side, you must be wired differently, because I don't see the similarities. Over 1,000 people don't see the similarities, but the fact that you alone, you Melly, you one girl, one person, can see the similarities, you must be the gifted one, you must be the chosen one, because we don't see what you see. We don't see what you see, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Also, I hate the whole it should have been kept private because I don't know this person. I don't want to know this person. They made me feel uncomfy. I don't want to message them, period. I said my
Period.
piece and will continue to be the red demon with pigtails.
Oh girl, you're the demon, alright. You're the demon. You're the demon in this situation, alright.
I mean, at this point, what the hell can I say, man? This has over 380 replies with over 200 quote tweets. This reply by Kenny sums it up. Talk to someone like an adult? Thumbs down. Call them out publicly and they get harassed?
Thumbs up.
It's like, dude, Utainzi literally has open DMs. There should absolutely be zero excuse for someone like Melly to make a call out post like this.
But that's just
without
mean
even
girl behavior.
attempting
That's just
to message
really bad.
Utainzi. Because that's just the definition of being malicious. Why else would you call out a smaller creator like this in front of your community? By this point, it was painfully obvious to just about everyone that this person cannot be reasoned with. They were just that delusional. But then, something unexpected happened. Melly would completely disappear, not posting anything else on her socials ever since that catastrophic reply on August 31st. And that silence would last for over a week. We'd only hear back from her on September 8th, 2025,
What
when
happened?
she would post this statement. People were hoping that this was going to be an apology after a long break
Something
where
tells
she
me it's
realized
not,
that she
though.
was in the wrong. What they got instead was, well, let's read this. In the early morning of September 1st, I nearly made an irreversible decision on my life. I've since been recovering and surrounding myself with friends and loved ones who are helping keeping me company. I got a glimpse of a few messages I got from friends online and want to thank you so much for reaching out. I'm sorry I couldn't respond, but I hope I'm able to in the coming days.
No, because this is so staged. Come on. This is so like, if I'm wrong, girl, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're doing better. But this feels so staged, because what you mean, you just, like, you publicly harass a person, it backfires. You double down, triple down, actually, and then it backfires again, and you see like the whole community is like trashing on you for being such a dick, and then your move is you disappear, and then you come back after a week, and you're like, oh, something happened. I made an like I was going through something. That just feels so staged, man.
As I slowly regained the strength to do so. I 100% should have dealt with things privately, or at the very least ignored and moved on, but that just wasn't the case. I'm
At
keeping
least
the
she's
post
saying
up
it.
unless asked to be taken down so people can get the context if needed. I love the VTuber art community so much, but to feel the sheer cruelty the community can carry left me wanting to step away from engaging in it. So to protect my health, my friend will be stepping in for me and going through my messages and blocking those who took things too far or were cruel to an unimaginable degree. They will also be managing my Twitter till the foreseeable future, so if there are any business inquiries, etc., they will still be passed along to me, just sifted through by my friend. Thank you to those who waited for me. I've got a lot more art and silly things to share in the world still. So look, I think it goes without saying, I would never want to see someone leave this planet over drama online, especially VTuber drama. It should never get to that point.
Again, like I said, if it is true, I really hope that she's feeling a lot better. And because okay, the backlash that she got, the ones that I read through this video, it didn't seem that bad, but they're probably ones that just were mean as hell, and like they probably took it a little bit too far. But I don't know, this just feels so staged and so fake. I don't know.
With that being said, though, this post does come off as Melly trying her hardest to appear like the victim here.
Yes.
When in reality, this entire thing occurred
Yes.
because she felt the need to call out a smaller artist publicly. Attempting to discredit them and sending harassment their way over something that could not be further from the truth. The closest thing to an apology that we got was her
It's
saying,
100%,
I 100%
yeah.
should have dealt with
Yeah.
things privately, or at the very least ignored and moved on, but that just wasn't the case. This made many people feel like she was not even attempting to take accountability here, still doubling down on the fact that Utenzi did actually copy her design, when it was already
Yeah, because like the fact that she said that she's gonna leave the post open for proof when there is already like, it's just, she's just making a clown out of herself in my perspective, because like people with at least more than half a brain cell can tell that there is a little bit of similarities, but like it's not straight copying. You know what I mean? Like people with more than half a brain cell can tell, and apparently she does not have more than half a brain cell. She only has half. So
Given that it wasn't. What happened to Melly was exactly what she was hoping to inflict on Utenzi. This directly affected her credibility and ruined her reputation pretty much in a day. Utenzi, on the other hand, didn't even comment on this statement that Melly had made, instead choosing to continue drawing designs drama-free and being able to sell, well, most of them from what it seems like. Ultimately, I don't wish Melly any harm, but I hope with this situation and the many others before it, people stop creating such dumb public callouts without thinking of the consequences and the fact that they'd have to face accountability.
no, I feel like people that actually do that really don't think. I'm sorry, but from all I've seen, this included, I feel like they just don't think, or they're just like, stupidly dumb. Because how do they think it's gonna go in their favor when even the thing they post and claim, you know what I mean, just shows like, oh wait, something doesn't add up. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're just really dumb as shit. I'm sorry.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching until the end. I missed you guys. Expect a lot of videos
you,
coming up
Mugen.
soon. Make sure to use the code Mugen on GamerSubs and join my Discord because we have a lot of cool things coming up. And you can also DM me directly with proof that you used my code on GamerSubs to get a special role. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video whenever that is. Mwah!
Boy. Bye, guys.